Hi, this is Ms. Ashworth, and I'm going to talk to you today about databases and smart searching. In part 1, I'll talk about databases at Lynbrook, and in part 2, I'll talk about doing smart searching to get the most out of your search. So our objectives here are to make the most of databases and to overview Lynbrook databases and to know how to access databases. So the things you need to remember about databases is that they're a compilation of information, they're verified information, you have lots of search options, you can find scholarly articles, they're print resources in electronic format for the most part, and they're available 24/7 from any internet-connected device. You can also save your searches for future use. That's something important that you need to remember that you can do that you might not necessarily be very easy to do in another place. So this is a list of the databases that you can use from Lynbrook. And I'm going to go through them one by one. I'm not going to go into depth because I don't have a lot of time and I don't want to waste your time. But this is a list right here. So to find the database that fits your assignment requires that you kind of have some background information about the databases. So that's why I'm going to go through them one by one. First of all is the Encyclopedia Britannica Online. It's good for providing basic information. You can get citations from it. It's an encyclopedia. Second is ImageQuest. Get your images here. You can get citations here. It's important to remember to cite all of your images, whatever you use them for. CQ Researcher is the next. It's good for information gathering, focusing topics. You can also make citations. I'm just going to say this up front, and I'm not going to say it again. With all of these databases, you have citation tools. Gale Virtual Reference Library is the next. It's a collection of ebooks. They're all reference books, so it's not necessarily going to be up-to-date information. Global Issues and Context, however, we have some current events information here, and their issues, so that's a good place. JSTOR is good for going into depth on any of your research topics. You get lots of good journal articles here. And then we have lots of EBSCO databases. The EBSCO suite contains all of these different databases. I'm going to just kind of go through them a little bit. So to do general research, Student Research Center and Mass Ultra are good places to go. This will allow you to search several databases all at once that kind of have a general relation to one another. So in Student Research Center you have all of these databases, and then in Mass Ultra you have a specific set of databases that will help you. You can also search for specific document types. So in topic search, we have periodicals, biographies, polls, reviews, pamphlets, government information, and newspaper source for searching newspaper articles. And then you can look up specific topics in these. You have history, health, literary, and science. And then I'm going to talk about this one for a sec because a lot of you have to do current issues on controversial topics, and Point of View Reference Center is a very good one for you. And then we have EBSCO for specific audiences. We have ELL Reference Center for English language learners, and then we have AP Reference Center for students in AP classes. We also have EBSCO ebooks. They're on a variety of topics, not just reference books. And you can search them, you can annotate them, and they're accessible 24/7. So in order to get to them, again, you can get to them via the school, and I'm just going to go up here to show you where that is. Under Academics, there's a link called Online Databases, and that will get you to this page. From home, you can use this bit link, and it will give you access to our database usernames and passwords, so you can access them from home. Finally, in this section, I'm going to talk about why create database accounts. So as a rule of thumb, creating accounts is just going to be what you do. So for school, keep in mind that it's really best to use your FUHSD account and your password, the same password. You just need to remember that if you change your password at school, it won't apply here. You'll have to change it here as well, but you'll be able to save all of your information. And this is from EBSCO, but it works for pretty much all of the databases. These are all features that are great when you sign up for an account, and it's free and it's easy, and they're not gonna bug you and email you with offers and stuff like that. So the second part of this is smart searching. So basically when we're talking about smart searching is searching well. So we're narrowing, we're broadening our searches, maximizing our searches with Boolean tips, making sure that our searches are relevant, holding those articles in a folder with an account that you've created, and then making sure to take notes as you go and transfer your sources to EasyBib or to your Google document that you create. So when we're talking about Boolean searches, we're talking about using the Boole studies in logic. So Boole was a renowned English mathematician, philosopher, and logician. That logician part of it is what comes to play when we're talking about Boolean searches. So Boolean operators are these. We are going through them pretty quickly. And or not are the ones that you've probably seen before, as well as the double quotation marks. And these extra ones are, again, extra, and I'm going to go through them quickly again. So when you use AND as an operator, it combines searches. So you're going to get all of this information in the middle is actually pretty narrow. So instead of just searching for cats separately from dogs, you're searching for cats and dogs, which means you get this little slice in the middle. Excuse me. If you use OR, you're going to get all three. So we're going to search for cats, we're going to search for dogs, we're going to search for cats or dogs. That gives you everything. Not excludes terms. So cats, not dogs, will just give you cats. It's useful for when you've done a preliminary search and determine that you don't need to see specific pages that come up. So for example, in one situation, I think I'll bring it up later, never mind. So quotation marks, when a phrase is enclosed by double quotation marks, that exact phrase is searched. The searchable words will be searched in the exact order they're entered. Parentheses will control a search query. Without parentheses, the search is executed from left to right. Words that you enclose in parentheses are searched first. So if you make a search without parentheses and you do dog or cat show or parade, the search will retrieve everything. Whereas if you do dog or cat and show or parade, that will give you all of the information in these areas. The minus operator is good to focus your search. So you want to search drones, but you don't want to talk about bees or insects. So you're going to get all of your information on drones. An important thing to remember is that when you use this, you don't leave a space between the symbol. So don't put minus, no space. The next operator is the wildcard. The wildcard is for searches where there are unknown characters, multiple spellings, or various endings. You may use the question mark or the hashtag wildcards. The question mark will give you lots of different words associated with the spelling. So with NE question mark T, you get neat, nest, or next. With the hashtag wildcard, you'll get the various different spellings of a word. In English, you have two spellings. You have the American version of the word color, and you have the British version of the word color with a U in it. These will narrow and expand your searches depending on how you use them. Now, there's also truncation. So if you're looking for something like compute and then you put a little star at the end, that will give you computer, computing, and anything associated with that. Also, it can be used between words in case you don't know what that center part is. So in this example, we have a Midsummer Star Dream. That gives you a Midsummer Night's Dream, a Midsummer Night Dream, or a Midsummer Eve's Dream, and associated searches. Proximity is kind of a super advanced thing. I'm going to show this slide, but I'm not going to read it because, again, I'm trying to keep this as brief as possible. But I have the link to this slideshow if you want to grab this for later if you're interested in looking at that. So again, here's the link to the slideshow, and then there's also a link to the LHS research site, and I'm going to show you that real quick. The Research Library website is really good because it gives you, and I'm not sure, you can't see all of it right there. I'm going to move this over. So here you have the Research Library research website, and you can get all information on databases right here. This will give you better databases searches. We have this, link to search terms and these other links. Evaluating sources, information on EasyBib, information on the research process, etc., etc. So that's a good resource for you guys to know about. All right, and then if you have any questions at all, you can find a librarian, and I will be happy to help you. Mr. Hanford and Ms. Robertson at the circulation desk will also be available to you if you need any help with any kind of searching that you need to do. Good luck, and I hope this helped you out. Happy searching.